The number one thing to tell the people that want to make a first film is make it. Don't talk about it. Don't wait for every circumstance to be just perfect. It's like, if you want to make a movie, make a movie. Don't wait for grants. Don't wait for the circumstances to be right, situation to be perfect. If you're going to do it, do it.
Welcome back to JM Clips. I am Jarrett McIntyre, and today we are talking and having a conversation with Quentin Tarantino. So, as I've said before, I am Jarrett McIntyre, and I am one of 3 people behind JM Clips. The reason I'm making this video today, one, just to create something, and it's not in any cinematic medium. It's just a video. It's like a little diary entry. And today I am pretending as if I had 5 minutes or so to just talk with Tarantino and tell him how he has influenced my view of the filmmaking career. And not even career, just filmmaking. Now, let me say this, something that could discredit me instantly for many Tarantino fans, maybe even Tarantino himself, is I have not seen all of the Tarantino movies. Quentin Tarantino is not my favorite director by any means. But if you'll hang around, hopefully I can justify my stance, and at least you can see why I'm making this video and that my commentary has some integrity behind it. I am a 5th grade English teacher. Why am I a 5th grade English teacher? For a guy that used to think he was going to play shortstop for the Texas Rangers. How did it switch? So the super long story short is 2 things happened in my life simultaneously. One, I fell in love with narrative and storytelling on a general level. I had an amazing high school English teacher, Mr. Schultz. We used to skateboard together. We still keep in touch. And he was the first man in my life to talk about objective truth. Now, I already knew about truth, but I just hadn't heard this terminology that acted as puzzle pieces for me to process and understand on a more deeper level. And so I'm pursuing truth through the medium of storytelling. All the while, me and my dad are watching a ton of thrillers and just classic cinema. And so those 2 things happening at the same time led to me falling in love with movies. Just flat out, I love movies. It's like a thing now. It's no longer just like, yeah, I'll enjoy a film here and there. It's like, no, like I love movies. Watching them is now like I'm watching, it's like, it's not a passive way of time going along. It is an activity. There is energy ebbing and flowing in the same way that somebody would watch a Chiefs football game. You know, I live in Missouri, so in the same way and intensity they would watch a football game or a Super Bowl, it's the same way I'm watching a thriller or any piece of classic film or pop culture, pop cult classics, wherever. If it's significant, I'm watching it in that manner. And so, to shorten this down, me and my dad and my brother, we like to dabble in short films, and they're very amateur, and that's okay, but we love doing them. We're about to go and try to shoot our first bigger project, and you know, we'll see what it is. It could be a full-length thing. It could be like 30 minutes. Who knows? It's one of those things where we don't have everything we need. We're not as prepared as we should be. We are not professional, but we have everything we're content with, everything we can afford. And then we're going to go do our best with what we have. And the reason this video is kind of a toast to Quentin Tarantino is I believe that is the filmmaker he is. That clip I played at the very beginning, I feel like in any artistic world or atmosphere, everyone's almost begging for permission to do things, begging to not be seen as awkward for trying something without having the credentials or the social following that would enable them to do so with mental ease. There's this interview with M. Night Shyamalan where he's talking about the Sixth Sense, and he says, "Hey, I wasn't really good at festivals, winning festivals. That was, I couldn't perform well in that atmosphere." And so he's just like, what if I just like made a movie? What if I just did it and didn't care? Or I made a movie and did everything myself. And that's what he did. And Tarantino, I think, is kind of the king of this certain disposition towards business, film, and social perception and reception. And so there's just really cool interviews that I've seen with Quentin. He's come across my feed a lot. I have seen, obviously, a handful of his films, and he is highly talented. He is definitely like an auteur. He has a style, and he sticks to it in every movie. You can tell when it's a Tarantino movie. And so all that to say is in my life, I have found that videos like this, I need to create something, even if it's simple. Now, obviously, there's times where I want to pursue and go for the something more, the reverie. But I'm content with things like this. So just getting words off my chest with, back in the day, this might have looked like a diary entry as opposed to a YouTube video. It could have looked like talking to the moon on a midnight walk. I don't know what it would have been pre-modern technology, but this is what it is today. And so, yes, I'm moving forward. We're going to try to make this movie here in a few short weeks. Throughout my life, I'll probably try many different things, and I don't feel like I need permission to try them. And I feel like watching people like Tarantino has aided and affirmed the freedom I have in a artistic pursuit that, although is striving for more, is deciding its own standards for what is good, what is enough, and what can or cannot be done. So, Quentin, on the off chance you see this, thank you, sir. Thank you for giving me permission to make movies. You are the filmmaker's filmmaker. See ya.